Hey guys, I'm Mo back again. Today I'm going to be comparing the Google Pixel 7 with the brand new Galaxy S23. This is the smallest model. I'm going to help you determine if it is worth it to pre-order the S23 or just stick with the Google Pixel 7 that's already out in the market today. In terms of software support, with the new S23, you will get support up to Android 17. If you get the Google Pixel 7 today in February 2023, you're only going to get support up to Android 16. So if you plan to keep these phones for the long run, S23 is probably the better choice there. In terms of processor, with the S23, you get in the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, which is supposed to be much more efficient and more powerful than the Google G2 chip. I know some users complain about overheating issues with the Google Pixel 7 series. We will see if Samsung will experience overheating issues or anything like that. I know their phones generally tend to run warm, but with the newest chip, I do expect to see some improvements there. With the S23, you're getting the better fingerprint sensor with the ultrasonic fingerprint. And with the Google Pixel 7, you're getting the older optical fingerprint sensor. I know when the Pixel 6 was initially released, it was super slow. Google have since addressed that in the 6 and 7, but regardless, the S series does have the better fingerprint sensors. Both phones do have face unlock, so you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of security, then the face unlock will work as well. In terms of screen size, with the Pixel, you're getting a slightly larger screen at 6.3 inches. With the S23, it comes in at 6.1 for the regular model. So by default, the S23 does have a smaller battery, but it remains to be seen how efficient the Snapdragon chip is. I will be testing it out when my phone arrives. I'll let you know how the battery performs. In terms of the design, Google Pixel 7 got the giant camera bar in the back. S23 switched the camera array a little bit to remove the outside modules around the camera lens, aligning it with the Ultra series. So now the whole Galaxy lineup look the same. Black color do still pick up dust, as you can see. I remember when I was using the Pixel 7 series, the giant camera bar does pick up a lot of dust, and even Samsung is not immune to that if you pick a darker color. With the S23, you're getting the newest Gorilla Victus Glass 2, which is stronger than Victus 1. I personally wouldn't be throwing these on the ground and testing it out myself, but I just know that in the back of my mind, if I were to accidentally drop it, it will be less likely to shatter. Pixel 7 still have the older Gorilla Glass. I mean, at the end of the day, glass is still glass. If you drop it hard enough or at a weird angle, it will still shatter. But I would still rather have the newest and greatest, stronger glass if possible. The S23 offers 120Hz refresh rate compared to the 90Hz on the Pixel 7. With phones these small, you typically can't really tell that much of a difference, but there are people who can. So if smooth scrolling is your thing, the S23 is the better choice here. The S23 also offers higher peak brightness at 1750 nits compared to the 1400 on the Pixel 7. When I was using the Pixel 7 in direct sunlight, I never had any issues with viewing or anything like that. Samsung does have the slight spec bump here, but I think on a day-to-day basis, I don't think you really notice the difference. Here are some additional specs between the two phones. I'm not going to read all these out to you, but feel free to pause the video if you want to look at them side by side. And in terms of prices, Samsung did keep the S23 at $800, which is the same price compared to last year for the base model. The Google Pixel 7 is $600, which is $200 than the S23, or 25% less. In terms of software features, Google do offer free VPN for the Pixel series. I love their recording app, which allows you to transcribe messages, search notes, super useful for work and school. They have all the AI call screening features, which makes it helpful to filter out incoming spam calls, or if you are making an outgoing call. If you have to go to a menu selection or anything like that, Google transcribe all that for you and you can just select them on the screen. Just makes life a little bit easier. And with Google, you're getting the pure stock Android experience, the way that Android was supposed to be at a bare minimum. And with Samsung, you do get the One UI. They slap all the extra features on top of the stock Android. Some people love it, some people don't. You get cool camera features, such as the dual recording app. You can use the front and back camera at the same time. You do have more flexibilities with some of the camera features. If you're in the middle of recording a video, you can easily switch between the lens, versus on the Pixel, you have to stop your recording and manually switch your camera. So little things like that, Samsung do offer more tweaks. In terms of photos and video quality, it's always a personal preference. Can't really go wrong with either phone, but I'll probably give Google the slight edge here if it really comes down to it. But Samsung do have one of the best smartphone cameras as well. So which phone is right for you? It all depends on your budget and the features you need. If you're looking for the best value at $200 less, the Google Pixel 7 is probably the better phone for you. Just pure stock Android, don't need all the extra bells and whistles, and offers about like 70 to 80% of what the Galaxy S23 have to offer. And is also a slightly bigger phone. But if you prefer the smaller phone and the latest and greatest with the extra year of support, then get the Galaxy S23. It is also equipped with the newest Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, a better fingerprint sensor, a stronger build with the Gorilla Glass Victus 2, and you get all the fun tweaks with One UI if you're into that. Alright guys, let me know if you found this video to be helpful and if you're going to be pre-ordering the Galaxy S23. Please check out my latest short video if you haven't already, comparing the Galaxy S23 to the Galaxy S22. Samsung did knock $100 off the Galaxy S22, so if you are more budget conscious there. Thanks for watching guys. Please remember to like and subscribe, and see you in the next video.